Alright YouTube, welcome back to Killing Time. We're going to roll a little smoke this evening on the old Joe. And I'm smoking what's called ball tip steaks. I've done these a few times and they turn out excellent. So not a lot of fat on them. They're a lean cut of meat. But if you roll smoke at 250 for about 3 hours, they turn out really tender. And the dry rub I'm using tonight, on 2 of them, I'm going to use Lane's Barbecue Signature Rub. And on the other 2, I'm using Freedom Hill Barbecue Rub. And this is made up of just kosher salt, black pepper, and coffee. So I'm doing that rub on 2. Doing Lane's Barbecue Signature Rub on the other 2. So I'll get these seasoned up and get them on the smoker. And I'll bring you back as soon as that's done. All right, we're back. We've got the dry rubs on. I did not use a binder. I'm going to let these set at room temperature here for about 20 to 30 minutes while my smoker's getting up to temp. And little fun fact, this rub here came in a paper bag. So I took a Parmesan cheese container that was empty, cleaned it out, cut the label off the bag, taped it on, and put all the rub in the Parmesan cheese container. Works great for a rub dispenser. So something to think about in the future if anybody of you looking for shakers. All right, we're getting the smoker up to temperature. I'm actually smoking these ball tip steaks over pecan, and pecan is not a prevalent wood here in Michigan. You have to buy it at like Ace Hardware or something. We don't have any pecan trees around here. So usually I would smoke these over oak, but thought I'd try pecan this time around. And for those of you that are wondering, I start my firebox out with, let me show you here. I use B&B charcoal briquettes, and I use just a half a chimney, that chimney right there. I do half of that with those, and then I throw some, let's see here. I throw some lump charcoal. Just a little bit in there just to get a good coal base going. Sorry about all the bouncing around. I got a camera similar to a GoPro, but I got to get a tripod to set it up on, and then I'll be able to actually be in the videos. Right now I'm just using my phone. So but yeah, I got just a little bit of coal in there to get a coal base going. Okay, and then throw some pecan on top of it. And from here on out, I will use strictly wood. I won't add any more charcoal. And again, this is a quick smoke. These steaks usually only take 2.5 hours. And I've cooked some that only took two hours. So it's nice to do for a quick meal in the evening, you know, versus sitting here for 6-8 hours smoking something. These are nice and quick. So trying to get my temps up. Yeah, right now I'm running, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know why it does that. It like flutters recording it with my phone, but I'm right around 250 and 259 on my 2 probes. That will settle out. The temperature will get more even as I smoke. Right now I'm just cranking her up just to get her up to temp. So, and I'm at the temp I want to be at, 250 right now. So I'm actually gonna shut this down a little bit, and then she'll maintain that temperature. That's right around where I'll be running. That's where my intake will be. And we got a light blue smoke coming out of there. So yeah. And my temperature is getting closer now. I'm 259, and 259, 262. Then my meat probe is outside and it's at 93 degrees, so that tells you how hot it is right here in Michigan right now. Probably could cook these on top of the grill just in the sun, but I'll go grab the meat here and throw it on here in a few minutes. I just want to get these temperatures to settle out. Now I'm at 261 and we're running even now, 261 and 261. See, that's what I was talking about. They'll actually settle out. So both my probes on my grate now are at the same temp, 261. So we'll go get the meat, throw the meat on, and we'll run with that. About 2.5 hours. I'll bring you back here in a little bit and show you how they're doing. Welcome back, YouTube. We're about an hour into the smoke on the ball tip steaks. We have an internal temperature of 113 right now. I usually pull them right around 150. But usually they will hit a stall right around 140 to 145, and they'll hold out at that temperature for probably half hour to 45 minutes, and then the temperature will start moving, and usually about the 150 to 153 mark I will pull them, and then I usually let them set for about 10 minutes and before I slice them up. But right now it's we're rolling the smoke. I just put a little more wood on. I'm about an hour and a half into the smoke, and I started out with 2 small pieces just because this is, you know, a short cook. I didn't build a real big fire. I just used a couple small pieces. When I do a pork roast or ribs or something like that, then I'll build a bigger fire and have it set to where I add wood about every 2 to 3 hours. And it works out great for me, and I'm able to do that because of these modifications that I made to this smoker. I don't have to add wood every 20 minutes. So I just checked them. They're looking good. Getting a nice bark forming from those rubs I put on. So, but while I'm smoking, I'm watching the show here on YouTube. I like to watch you know, off-grid living stuff, and I'm enjoying some butterscotch moonshine while I'm doing it. So just relaxing here. I'm in the garage, so I'm out of the heat, not directly in the 93 degree weather. So I'll bring you back when these are done and I'm pulling them off the smoker so you can see what they look like. Hey guys, welcome back. Just wanted to show you what these are looking like. Oh yeah, them are looking good. I like that. The back 2, those ones there, are the coffee rub with kosher salt and black pepper. And these front 2 here are Lane's Signature Series rub. But they are looking good. So, got an internal temp of 144. And like I said earlier, they have stalled. I've been at 144 for probably 25 minutes now. It actually blipped up to 145 and I thought, oh great, we're coming out of the stall, and then it dropped back to 144. We've been sitting there about another 5 minutes already. So, which I don't know, could have been my probe acting up or something. But yeah, so far these are looking good. Once we hit 150, I'm going to pull them. And I did 30 of these for Father's Day, and my family loved them, and they thought they thought I'd cooked a brisket or something for them, and I told them, nope, sorry, just a ball tip steak. But they turned out great. So, and here's where my intake is. I'm still running right there. So I actually got the temperatures down a little more. I dropped it down to about 230 to 235 is where I've been running instead of 250, which might be the reason the stall is taking, you know, a little longer on this one. I mean, usually, I shouldn't say that. I said, because usually it does take about 30 to 40 minutes in the stall, and I'm only into this stall about 25 minutes. So, yeah, but it's coming along good. I'll bring you back when we pull them off. All right, YouTube. We are in this at 2.5 hours right now, and we've got an internal temperature of 153. So we're gonna pull these. Oh yeah, them look good. Got a nice bark on them. I like that. Yeah, put my glove on here. So I can pull this probe out. There we go. Yep. All right. And again, these are just something you're gonna cook for dinner. I mean, if you're feeding a lot of people, you know, you're gonna cook probably 15 of these or 10 of these. They do shrink a little, but yeah, they're definitely a nice meal. I mean, I'll slice these like a brisket, quarter inch strips, and be able to have them with eggs in the morning for breakfast. And I'm gonna have a little bit dinner tonight. You know, obviously we eat other stuff with them: beans, carrots, baked beans, whatever. So, yeah, just something to think about. Ball tip steaks. They smoke up really nice. Till next time, smoke on. All right, YouTube, I couldn't leave you guys on that note. I had to let you see it. These are them ball tip steaks, all cut up. Nice, beautiful smoke ring in there. I've sampled both of them, both flavors, and oh my gosh, they are so good. You can see they're juicy. They're just real tender. I mean, they're not long, so it's hard to hold them over your finger to let them droop like a brisket, but you can see, I mean, they just turn out excellent. I love smoking these things. They taste phenomenal. So that's the finished product. 2.5 hours, and you got a good meat to eat with eggs and beans and carrots and whatever. Have a salad with it. You can make a steak salad. Cut this stuff up and throw it in some lettuce with some cheese and some cucumbers and make yourself a nice steak salad. So, but that's it. So until next time, keep smoking.